Welcome to Venusian Soul Tarot. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading, and it's going to be surprise Spirit is sending your way. So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which card has a message for you. We have pile number 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so, but for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi group 1. So I feel for this group, the biggest surprise coming your way, I just heard, was coming out of solitude, coming out of isolation, because I feel for many of you, when I look at this card, I get this energy of, well, we have fierce presence, but there's a sense of, having to forge your own path, it's almost like a warrior energy where I feel you may have had connections or relationships that really tested you, because I feel with the 5 of Pentacles, the King of Swords, 8 of Coins, 8 of Cups, it's like you may have had to walk this journey alone for a period of time, or there are many people that you had to cut out and set boundaries with, because I just heard they were either taking from you in a way that was imbalanced, or there was a karmic energy, there was a lesson there, because I feel like you've had to learn a lot around independence, self-love, autonomy, and for some of you, you may have literally had to walk away from people to choose yourself, to take the road less traveled. This was necessary, I feel, for you to step into your spiritual power. With the High Priestess and the Emperor, I feel as though you have attained a level of, when you're on the outside and you can see things more clearly, it's almost like you're separated from that group think, from that collective consciousness where it can influence your perception, how you see the world, what you do. And it's like you may have felt as though you lived, because I'm getting like a lone wolf, black sheep energy. You may have felt like you were either ostracized or outside of the norm in some way, which was by spiritual design, because I do feel for some of you as well, you are born to be a leader, to lead a group, lead a community. I'm getting very strong, or spiritual teacher or leader. There's a sense of entrepreneurial energy that you're here to pioneer something or bring through like a business or a project. And I feel like you needed a level of self-empowerment, of leadership, strength, autonomy, and clear seeing to be able to share these perceptions with others. And that may have required you either currently or for a period of time to be outside of the confines of society or conformity in some way. But I feel like you're entering a phase, or this next cycle is going to involve aligned connections. It's not, if you felt like it's been a battleground, or you've had to always assert yourself or set boundaries or put your foot down with people that really, take from you, or, just don't show up for you the way you hoped and desire. I feel like that's changing. There's a sense here of you. It's like if you felt like you were tested, it's like those karmic tests and lessons are coming to an end. And I feel like this group, you may have got quite comfortable as well in your own company and in your solitude. But if there was any hint of codependence in the past, or I just had fear of your own power, there could have been some, subconscious fears of standing out, shining bright, stepping into your power. I feel as though you've overcome that. I also feel the other surprise is a lot of abundance and potentially success with this Ace of Coins, with something you create or something you're guided to do or create. So there could be a new beginning here. With the Ace of Coins, this could be like an idea, a new business project, a job offer that's coming in as well that is aligned. Because I see something coming in quickly that you don't see. And it's like you may feel after this I just heard a long battle, or like you may have walked quite some distance alone. When I say alone, you weren't alone. You were very closely linked to spirit, but alone in the sense of your physical self, your human self. So there's a sense now of you may almost be a bit, because I'm seeing someone like not knowing how to let this guard down. Like there may be really loving people that come in, but there's a part of you being so strong and tough and used to kind of being in your own energy and not needing other people, that this could be there could be an adjustment period as you get used to having people around you because you're so used to kind of just forging your own path. Your energy has been purified. The other thing is because you may have had a period of time where you either walked in, because this is making me think of the voyage of the hermit, leaving the tribe, leaving the collective or mass consciousness, leaving the matrix to voyage by the light of the moon, by your own insights, by your soul, as you're guided. There's a sense of you having undertaken some sort of spiritual path or journey on your own to, I'm hearing like soul search or go on a journey of self. And you've come back with such profound wisdom, but I feel like that may be informing now what you're creating here. Like there could have been some insights that you needed to glean within yourself that you bring forth. I also feel, again, you've learned a lot about karmic energy, definitely, and karmic relationships, and also around self-love, independence, personal empowerment. In particular, they keep saying spiritual power. So during introspective periods, you may have really excavated some of the spiritual gifts that you had that were either dormant or repressed. You have Akasha. Strip back and simplify. Look to your origins. 5 of coin. This is what I'm saying. It's like Spirit is saying there was a period of solitude that was necessary for you to really deep dive into self, to discover aspects of yourself, to heal. I don't feel for this group you would, because I'm hearing healing and integration, but I don't feel, honestly, it was just from this lifetime. I feel like at a soul level, you may have been healing and integrating from many lifetimes or many incarnations, or there were gifts, abilities, talents that were locked within, but you weren't fully able to access or activate previously, whereas now you are. Yeah, look, community. So we have lilac spirit quartz. We have healing division, teamwork, freedom. You've definitely broken through one level of life experience, of karmic lessons, of they're showing me like that glass ceiling, that it's been burst wide open, that now you can access higher levels of wisdom. You're also attracting higher vibrational connections. With that, sitting on the King of Swords, I definitely feel like you had to learn lessons around using your voice, speaking up, being heard, not being afraid to call people out or set boundaries. Purity. You are pure, open spiritual eyes. Yeah, I was saying something around clear sight, like this journey or a period of solitude was necessary so you could see clearly, because perhaps there was something that you couldn't see as profoundly as you do now. And it's like now, I feel like there's a song about open eyes, but I can't remember. But I just feel in general, it's like you have a very active, I'm hearing third eye chakra, but also that crown is really open and spirit is able to, because for some of you, I feel like you're here to create something or channel something in the form, again, of a book, an idea, a business, some sort of project, a career path. But it's like there's something about your solitude that helped you really do the inner work and dive deep and cleanse your energy field. Also, when we're not around people, it can at times, I'm not saying you should always be alone, but sometimes it can help us to heal or access information that we wouldn't be privy to, or that we wouldn't have, deep dived into if we were surrounded by noise or other people or their opinions and projections. You also have restore. Time out for you, nature, shamanic signs. And the fact you have restore sitting above 8 of cups, and look at this woman just nestled in this dragon. You may have a connection to the dragon realm, but when I think of dragons, I also think of personal empowerment, 1-1 leadership. Time out for you, nature, shamanic signs. Yeah, they just keep, I don't know if some of you really resonate with having been on a hermit path or journey, or just been really enjoying and needing your own solitude, but I'm getting that energy so strong that there was inner work that you had to do. There was this period of really going within and getting clear, but there's some sort of desire or vision that you're taking out of this experience. There's some sort of knowing or knowledge or like direction where you're like, okay, this is what I need to do now. This is my next step. This is where I want to focus or direct my energy. This is where I feel guided toward. And I feel like you're not holding back. And I'm also noticed like stepping stones. Spirit is really leading you because you have the number 1 showing up. You have 2, you have 12, which breaks down to 3. And then you have 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4 could be significant. 1, 2, 3. You may be seeing those numbers. And you have reflective truth, identity, self-love, acceptance. You've been on a journey of self, I feel, in this incarnation, but there's something about what you've learned on this inner journey that may give way to something that you create in the physical that brings you abundance, a business, a project. You may lead or inspire or help to heal others on their own path, but I just keep hearing it was necessary. The solitude was necessary, or there was a period of time where you really needed to go within. And look what else you have. Magical realms, belief, confidence, co-creative power. Look how powerful. This is what I'm saying. There's something about your energy field and your spiritual powers and ability that have amplified. And with that Knight of Swords, there are going to be really quick changes that come in, especially as it pertains to manifesting around this, whatever this Ace of Pentacles is for you. For some of you, I do feel it's some sort of project or business endeavor. It could be a career path, but there's something that's coming in really rapidly. But I feel like, again, it's like your energy is so powerful and so unshakable because of this inner work you've done. But I feel like you've been put through your paces, and I keep hearing you've healed and cleared karma from other lifetimes, this lifetime, ancestral lines. Like there was a lot on your plate energetically, but I feel like you may, again, it's like they're showing you someone that kind of goes into the wilderness, like not necessarily literally, but metaphorically. It's like you leave the tribe and you go into the forest, and, you know, it's almost like a voyage of self or an initiation. Look what you have. Chamber of the Violet Flame, karmic release, radical transformation. Yeah, you may want to work with the violet flame, or you do work with the violet flame, but I feel like this is what you've done. You've shed and transmuted so much of this old energy and vibrations, and I feel like a lot of it was visited upon you by other people. Either their projections, or you may have had, you know, karmic relationships, family lines where it was quite challenging. And you have crown chakra upgrade, divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy with the Emperor. See, you're stepping into a vibration that's so incredibly powerful. And it's like, I just heard your connection with the divine cannot be severed. That's true ultimately for everyone, but it's like you've taken this time to go within and really listen to spirit, to follow that divine path. And again, there could have been people around you with that Eight of Cups who didn't want you to walk away, or who wanted you to live, I'm hearing, a smaller life or a more human life. You could have faced pressure, because I keep hearing like choosing yourself, going your own way, road less traveled. And that's part of your spiritual mission and destiny. But I feel like you may have had other people around you who weren't privy to that and wanted you to kind of stay with them, or to stay, you know, stay in, not in their energy, but their vibrational level. Because they keep showing me like a glass ceiling, and you keep bursting through, you keep ascending, elevating, you know, letting go of the past, letting go of limiting beliefs, transmuting these energies that other people have tried to put upon you. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, Group 2. I'm hearing the surprise for you. It almost feels to me like there's huge activations around your light body. Like because I'm just getting more light that is pouring through you. I'm also hearing access to higher realms as well, and especially like ancient wisdom. With the Hierophant and the Ace of Wands, I feel for some of you, you may be channels, but you may be channeling something. There's just this sense that you're bringing down, it's like an idea or golden energy, light-based energy from the higher realms, from heaven, from the divine, and grounding it physically. You're also being blessed with the end of an old chapter, also an end of, I just heard suffering. Now, I'm not saying, oh, you will never have a negative experience in your life, but if you have felt like you've been through a really arduous healing process or healing journey. It's like that phase is coming to an end. I believe we're always obviously growing, evolving, healing, but this is like an end to the part of the healing process where it's like digging through wounds, heavy shadow work. This isn't a heavy, it's like you're still healing and ascending, but it's in a much lighter way. I'm also seeing a blessing of like a soulmate relationship or soulmate union, or a very committed, harmonious connection. Now, for some of you, you may already have that in your life, but for those of you where you're seeking that or manifesting that, I see that as well. There's the biggest blessing is your vibration has lifted quite drastically. There's a huge ascension with your energy field and your vibration. And that is enabling you, I'm hearing, to access these higher energies, these higher realms. I see you as well feeling more joyful. It's like, I just keep hearing there's, information and downloads coming from the divine. You have a lot of star beings and light beings and spiritual beings around you that are kind of flooding you with inspiration. With it, you are this Hierophant. So it could be like, I'm getting like shaman energy, healer, spiritual teacher, mentor, guide. And it's like there's something that you're sharing or channeling or creating with other people. But with the 10 of Wands, the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Wands, I'm hearing those energies are coming to an end. So, conflict, karmic, low vibrational energies, past suffering. It's like that phase and that chapter and cycle is completed now. There's nothing more to gain from it. I feel for many of you, you've done the healing work, you work through these energies, and it's like, I just heard enough is enough. There's nothing more to gain. And with the 2 of Cups and 10 of Wands, especially if you've had like tumultuous relationships or very karmic connections, that's shifting for you as well. Yeah, there's very strong energies of a new beginning and a brand new cycle that doesn't look anything like what you've experienced previously. With the Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, Page of Wands, again, a lot of new energy flooding in. But it is reflective of this new level of ascension and growth that you have attained within yourself. And you have here golden apple. Yeah, you have a lot of gold in your aura. I said that before, like channeling light energy, but also golden energy, rewriting. Queen codes, her story, healing distortion. Yeah, it's like you've healed perception is what I'm hearing. Perception of self, perhaps even healed perceptions you had of self that were based on, because it's sitting above the 2 of Cups, that were based on relationships you've had previously, how other people saw you or who they told you you were. I just feel as though you've just shed old narratives and stories and timelines which are enabling this new one to emerge. And it's like you're being seen in a higher light, not only within yourself, but as within, so without. Also, other people are now privy to this energy, or they're seeing you in a very different way than they did previously. They're recognizing, I just heard who you are, and look, you have 555. So you may be seeing that number repeating, but there's I just heard there's huge ascension and leveling up, which is creating and will create huge changes in the physical world. You also have gold, and gold, golden topaz and yellow rose, abundance, raising your vibration, light missions, Ra activation. Again, there's something happening with your light body. You're embodying more light. You have a golden aura and a golden energy field. And you do have more abundance and success coming to you because of this shift in your vibration. You're going to notice as well that you are attracting things more effortlessly, and not just things or people, but things and people of a much higher caliber than what you attracted previously. There's a sense that you're getting an upgrade because you've upgraded your energy field. I also see you feeling far more at peace within yourself. Like you'll notice as well, you're attracted to, say, environments, books, films that are more, I just heard ethereal, but I meant to say like lighthearted. You may notice that you're not as drawn to, for example, like media outlets that, showcase a lot of violence, or films that showcase a lot of like violence or heaviness, or I don't know, like there's just this sense of, you may notice that you're drawn to higher vibrational, I I don't know, it could be anything, like the food you consume. You're drawn to healthier foods, or you're drawn to, materials and clothing that's more ethical, or whatever that, or makes you feel more comfortable. And because I'm getting this really peaceful, harmonious energy, just feeling completely at peace and centered, and like surrounding yourself with the people. And this can be possessions, like you may be drawn to particular crystals as well, especially yellow or golden things. Like you may be wearing more gold jewelry. There's something around gold and the color yellow. But I just feel in general, your world and your preferences are shifting in terms of your environment and how you show up, what you're doing, what you're watching, what you're consuming, to reflect this new vibration within yourself. You may be really drawn to nature. I keep seeing butterflies as well around you. We have well of dreams, creation, visions, messages, dissolve the veil, bliss, dreams. Yeah, you have dissolved the veil or any illusions around self. It's like this light body activation. You're stepping into that higher self. You're embodying that energy and you're living from that space. And I feel like this vibration is shifting everyone and everything around you. You may notice as well, like, I feel like people and animals are going to be magnetized to you. You have a very magnetic energy, but it's a very light magnetic energy, like very, you may also notice like fae and elementals around you. I'm getting that energy also. You have opening the heart, right to love and be loved, heart healing. Yeah, I'm getting a really strong love connection for some of you, or soulmate connection. And again, you get to define what that looks like for you, but I am seeing that, especially with the Two of Cups. It's like because you can embrace yourself with these vibrations, or you feel a sense of unconditional love for yourself, you're attracting in a person or people in general that show up on this level. I'm seeing someone as well with like brown, brown wavy or curly hair also. That won't resonate for everyone, but I am feeling that for some of you. So right to love and be loved, heart healing. Yeah, I feel like your heart, there's been some sort of expansion in the heart chakra. It's like all your chakra system and energy now is freely flowing. There's a sense that you have worked through a difficult cycle. You have let go of the energies. Even some of you may have had to break certain habits or patterns or addictions. And addictions don't have to be, really extreme. It could be to anything. It could be to consuming something, watching something, or some sort of behavioral pattern that didn't serve you. And look, we have the fairies here. Illumination, expression, positivity, and joy, inspiration. You're going to feel so much joy and creation, like creative energy. And I feel like this is going to bring you a lot of abundance, because I feel like you're receiving a lot of visions, downloads, messages, ideas to help you with your path moving forward. We have joy and we also have bliss. So I'm getting that sense of excitement, and we have the Ace of Wands, like excitement, passion, creativity, yeah, like you may feel, it's like at a soul level, you're coming into your own spring or summer, like there's some sort of illumination that is happening or has happened within you, and it's creating, huge changes in your energy field. Awakening. Ancient knowledge, memories, connection. So again, we get this emphasis on beautiful connections or a significant connection. You may be seeing, because we have 3-3, 33 or 333. But I was already saying, I feel like you're downloading some sort of ancient knowledge or wisdom with that Hierophant. There's energies. I'm also getting, when I look at this, I'm getting like Atlantis, Lemuria, Mintaka. I also just heard Pleiadian. But I just feel in general, like there's just it's like getting ancient wisdom that inspires you to create something in the physical, or you receive ancient wisdom that informs, your life purpose or what you want to create and share with others. You may have as well a connection to ancient Egypt, because we have Isis energy here. Earth star activation, anchoring, grounded action, Isis energy with the Page of Wands. You're taking that divine flame, that divine knowledge and wisdom and inspiration and grounding it in the physical. You may notice that you're becoming more grounded, or you're enjoying activities that help to ground you. I'm getting yoga, meditation, being in nature, dance as well could be quite significant. But I also feel this is that divine, like taking the energies from heaven, from spirit, from the divine and the higher celestial realms, and grounding it into the physical. For some of you, I feel it's in the form of a project or something you're creating. Yeah, some of you, again, you do, whether you choose to be a healer or not, your energy is very healing because of the vibration that you embody and because of the energy that's been activated within you. Because I'm hearing light body activation. You may have light codes that are coming through. Like there's something around your energetic signature that's having a profound effect on the earth. You may feel really drawn to animals, nature. There's more abundance flooding in as well. Star being healing codes, important information. Wounds are healed, recharging. Yeah, but look at Mother Earth being held. There's something you're here to bring and ground into the physical world and Gaia that helps others heal or helps the planet heal. And again, you just walking this earth, I feel like has a healing effect because of the light codes that you are carrying. You're definitely, this group, I feel like you're ancient souls, but you're definitely star seeds as well. I just heard Andromedan energy. But you could resonate with different star systems. But I just get like it's like, they're almost showing me like an earth angel or someone that's more light than they are physical. Like you may notice that your body is less dense. I don't know, it's like they're showing me you ascending and that light field around you has expanded to such a degree that it's almost like they're showing me like a beam of light moving around. Like people, animals, energies just may have that ripple when they're in your auric field or your energy field. It's like a ripple effect, and that's creating such a powerful effect for others. So yeah, there's huge expansion and ascension for you. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 3. So I feel for this group, I just heard transformation complete. So I feel as though some of you have been through some sort of transformation or cycles of transformation and growth and shifts. But it's like, and again, we are always evolving, but I feel like you've been through some sort of huge rebirth. Because I'm getting Phoenix energy when I look at this death card. There's also been through this rebirth and this transformation. And again, you could be having and experiencing this right now, or this could be future energy. This is the surprise that's coming. But I'm hearing your manifestation abilities are going to the next level. Like it's almost, they're making me feel like it's effortless manifestation. You may be receiving wisdom from the divine around how best to shift and create your reality. How to transform self. But again, it's solely linked to the inner work you've done within yourself. And again, we have 999. I keep seeing the number 9. When I think of 999, I also think of like closing out a cycle. Like I just heard lessons learned or wisdom gained. So I feel in general, it's like you're in a new chapter or cycle. And I also heard mastering the monkey mind. If you really struggled with your mind in the past, like thoughts, belief systems, like they showed me someone going round and round, overthinking. There's a sense of you coming into your own embodiment, being able to ground your energy, living more so. The mind is still necessary, obviously, but it's like living more so from the heart rather than the mind and fear and, lack, limitation. So I see you being in an energy or in a vibration where you feel more grounded. I just heard as well limitless possibilities. So some of this inner work or this death process, metaphorical death process you've been through could have been clearing like limiting beliefs, lack mentality. Because with this Empress, it's like they're saying try now, manifest now. Because if you did feel blocked in the past, I feel like now you're in such a vibration and you've done so much inner healing that you understand, like, as within, so without. Yeah, it's like you're matching your consciousness to what you want to create, to what you want to bring into the physical. And again, you may have had that knowledge in the past, but you may not have been able to embody it because there were either limiting beliefs or blocks or wounds, emotional wounds that needed healing. And I feel like you've come out of a massive cycle or a huge transformation, which is creating space for these new opportunities. Yeah, and it's like you have such strong faith in yourself with Queen of Cups and the Empress, such strong faith in the divine and your soul and spirit, that it's like fear can no longer encroach on what you're trying to create. In the past, you could have struggled. Again, I keep hearing like fear, overthinking, limiting beliefs. But it's like people may see you very differently as well. Like, because I'm hearing glow up after this transformation. So people may say like, you know, have you done something? Do you look different? I don't know. I just feel like people feel like you look different. But I feel like part of it is because your energy field is different. Your energy field has changed. But they may see it or interpret it as, you know, a physical change or a transformation in your appearance in some way. But it's like, I feel like you're going to feel with Death and the Magician, after this transformation and rebirth, you feel comfortable putting yourself out there, sharing your gifts, speaking up. Like there's going to be a lot of energy. I feel like you have a lot to share, especially in terms of spiritual wisdom, manifestation. There's some sort of niche or specific information you have that you can offer the collective, because you also have his psychic gifts. So another surprise is your psychic abilities have or are going to the next level. Wise sage awareness, call to action. But again, you are this sage. I'm hearing you're the magician. That's the energy you embody. And I feel for you, especially at this point on your journey, or the energy that you're going to be embodying, anything is possible. They just keep saying limitless. So I feel like that you may almost teach others or share some of this wisdom with other people. Also, like how to transcend, I keep hearing transcending the monkey mind, how to transcend fear, limitations, self-doubt. You also have the diamond ray, diamond light body, high frequency activations, planetary grid work. So again, confirmation that you have shifted to a new level of being, of ascension. There is a level up here. But again, with that death process, I feel like you've had to go either through a lot of cycles of release and, you know, death and rebirth, or like there was a huge cycle, like a huge rebirth that happened that's making way for this energy. Look, you have whale teaching, depth of experience and healing, teacher and mentor, share wisdom. Again, there's something that you've gained with this whale. I think of deep diving. There's something that you've gained, and we have wise sage here that you can share with others. You may resonate with being, and you don't have to teach in the traditional sense. This could be teaching through your own experience, through how you show up in the world, through how you live your life. Like, for example, someone could watch you, you know, say you could have a social media platform, or you could share something. It's like people could watch how you manifest things effortlessly and then be like, how are you doing that? Or how do I get into that vibration? How do I move into alignment? And that's part of what you're sharing. You also, above the Four of Swords, blessings beyond the soul path. So again, you have a lot of blessings coming in. Honor all life, exchange of joy without karma or sacrifice. But it's like you taking time out, you being willing to go within, to step into, I just heard the unknown, but I was going to say step into like that period of solitude, the cocoon. It's like it's bringing a lot of blessings now and a lot of wisdom. Yeah, you're opening up to a brand new cycle, and it's like you found the key inside of yourself. The missing link, adventure, innocence, play, discovery above the Knight of Wands. You have a lot more passion coming towards you as well. I think people are going to be feeling a lot more passionate or excited about you because of this energy. You may also be told that you kind of glow, or there's something about your eyes, like you can see through people. There's an intensity and just an aura about you that I feel like people are going to be really captivated by you. But I keep hearing you look different, but it's because there's changes in your energy field. and even changes in how you perceive how you perceive yourself, which may be creating, differences in how others perceive you. You have third eye portal. Yeah, vision, clairvoyance, and clarity, confusion. You have psychic gifts and clairvoyance showing up. So again, a big surprise is just how psychic you really are. You may be sharing these psychic abilities with sitting above the Queen of Cups. You may be channeling something. You may be a medium, and there's new aspects of your psychic and spiritual gifts that you're discovering. So if, for example, you knew you're intuitive, now you're discovering you're also a medium. Or perhaps you had some intuitive ability, but you didn't feel like you were at a level where you could, build a career out of it or a business. And it's like you're discovering that you have more capacity than you previously thought. Crystal skull wisdom, clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. Yeah, look, you have clarity twice. And with that hanged man. Yeah, it's like coming out of the hanged man energy. It's like something about taking time out where you went within or you did your healing work. I'm getting hermit energy, being in that cocoon. It's like you come out with this discovery or this key, and it's like your vibration now, because of this divine healing, is so high vibrational that you can see clearly. Yeah, high frequency activations. So for this group, there's definitely an ascension or a level up in terms of your vibration. This energy is a little similar to pile 2 or to group 2. So if you were drawn to that group, there may be messages there as well. But I just get like clarity. You can see clearly, like you may even have premonitions, especially of your own future, where spirit is literally downloading, like, this is what's next for you. This is what you're manifesting. This is where you need to go. And then you have the Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek, with the Empress. As within, so without. And with that Empress praying, it's like you realize that everything is source. Therefore, anything that you want externally is literally you, whether that be abundance, connection. It's almost like being able to tap into unity consciousness. And because you're living from that energy or perspective, things are able to come to you in a way that's more effortless. Like you're able to draw things towards you. You're able to, I'm just hearing like magnetize things. You have a glow around you. Like there's just an energy radiating, but I feel like you've also found the source of love within self. It's like knowing that you are love, that you are divine, and then that's reflected in your physical environment and the physical world. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hey, group 4. So I feel like the surprise coming your way is around healing. In particular, integration of self. I'm getting with the masculine and feminine polarities, especially with temperance and justice. There's a sense of having balance, equilibrium, serenity, feeling at peace, especially if in previous moments or times you felt a sense of, like, say your mind pulls in one direction and then your heart's pulling in another. You could have had conflicting thoughts, ideas, desires. There's a sense of harmony being reinstated. We also have master number 11 here with 3811. And with earth healing, I just heard earth angel. I do feel like some of you are earth angels. There's a really beautiful, you're really embracing as well, like a divine feminine process or way of life in the sense of creation. We do see here like this theme of fertility, creativity. I see you entering an era as well that's far more abundant because you've released a lot of older energies. And I feel, again, in the past, you may have felt like your divine feminine energy was suppressed. Because I'm getting Earth Mother energy here as well. But and we do have Justice, which is Libra, because I'm getting kind of like that Empress vibration. So Libra, Taurus. There's just this sense, though, of coming into, I just heard flow state. So and it's like now the masculine is balanced by that divine inner feminine energy. And again, I'm not talking about gender, I'm just talking about the energies. But there's a sense here of being able to create more, but it's and attract more, but it's effortless. And when I say effortless, I don't mean you're still going to need to take inspired action, but there's not a sense of like force or having to make it happen or push that energy. Again, I'm hearing harmony. But they keep saying the harmony first is inside of yourself. Like if there were aspects of yourself or your past vibrations that didn't serve you, it's like now that they've come into alignment, you are able, it's almost like a breakthrough. You've gone through some sort of breakthrough in consciousness that's enabling you to embody this energy now, or to experience greater flow, more peace, because some of those energies could have been stuck within you. And this flow state, yes, that concerns, you know, your movement through the physical world, but I'm also seeing like your chakra system and your energy field is flowing freely. There's no, I don't feel like there's any blockages. There's just a sense of you being able to move with life and hear spirit more clearly. You also have Sanctuary of Light Portal, 5D, Healing Temple, Astral Travel, sitting above Temperance. Yeah, there is this energy of you transitioning into 5D consciousness. Because what I'm hearing, it's like your manifestations have sped up, or your ability to create things has increased. Like you definitely have, it's like your vibration has lifted with obviously this healing work that you've done and this inner harmony and balance. Yeah, I also feel like I just keep hearing you're an angel, like an earth angel, or people may say, you may even look kind of angelic, like your features, but I'm just getting this sense of, and like the eyes especially, but there's just something around you where it's like you radiate this peace, this love, this beauty. You have such a beautiful energy and vibration, but it's because of the work that you've done within yourself. I feel like you have done a lot of healing. You have been through a lot of transformation. I just feel the biggest breakthrough and blessing as well here and gift is just how you feel within yourself. Like I just feel, it's almost like I'm getting relief, like a heavy burden has been lifted, or there were energies, whether these are literally external energies and people, or, you know, both, like external and then you internalized it. But there's a sense of, oh, I'm so glad I'm free of that, you know, situation, that vibration, that burden. Yeah, rest. Replenish and release guilt, sitting above just, again, coming into balance. If things have been chaotic, stressful, hectic, it's like balance restored, harmony restored. Your relationship with yourself, your body, your career, all facets of your life are coming into alignment and are going to be reflecting this newfound energy within self, this inner harmony and peace. You also have storm. It's okay to feel it, or cleanse, collapse of the old, realignment. So again, you've closed out an old cycle or an old way of being as well. And with that sitting above the King of Wands, you may have had an approach in the past to either manifestation or life that was more masculine, in the sense of being physically oriented, or, okay, this is my checklist, or you may have been in a go-getter type of energy. You may have just had a lot of balls in the air, or a lot of things happening. And it's like you're entering a time where it's more peaceful, harmonious. I feel like you've also healed this heart chakra, because I keep seeing the color green for you. So there's a sense of, some of you have a green aura as well. But there's a sense of love is able to flow more freely. And when I say that, of course, that always happens within yourself first. There could be a significance here of flowers, especially roses. Because we have beautiful flowers here in the hair, on the crown. Yeah, nurture. Yeah, you're entering this beautiful energy of nurturing self, but you may be called as well to nurture others. Whether this is like your family, relationships, it could be in a career, but you have 1111. I feel like this group, you're really divine in your energy, very angelic, self-healing, ruby ray, birthing the new earth. Again, it's like you've transitioned into, or are transitioning and will transition into 5D consciousness, a higher way of being, you know, where energy, I just heard where energy speaks for itself, where things are able to flow. I see you very surrendered as well, and trusting where the divine is leading you. Yeah, some of you may have gone through some sort of ego death, or something that triggered a complete surrender. And again, complete surrender doesn't mean taking no action, but it's like you're not, with that King of Wands energy, you may have had very clear desires, or you may have had very clear like had very definitive ways of how you wanted something to happen, or who, like specifically who or what the manifestation was. And there's some sort of surrender or letting go process that's enabling, because they're showing me someone flowing like water, and that water is just carrying you along that path. It's going to feel as though things happen effortlessly, but it's like, it's because of the change in your energy field. Okay, we have Priestess, Divine Feminine, Worth. Again, really embodying, and we have that sitting above the King of Wands. There's a shift happening where you are embodying more of this divine feminine energy to balance out the inner masculine. So, but with Priestess as well, I just see you being very in sync with yourself, like your body's signals, your intuitive messages. You could have a close connection to the moon, like you may be working with the moon cycle, or there's something going on with the moon cycle as well. But I just get this sense of you're only acting from a place of divine inspiration now. Like in the past, you may have realized some of the things or the people or the situations that you were pursuing or moving towards were based on egoic desires and based on the ego. And it's like now, as you shift into this higher consciousness, this 5D consciousness, it's like it's very clear to you what serves the higher plan for you and what is in alignment and what isn't. So there could be some changes in terms of your priorities. Perhaps you're prioritizing more, peace of mind, your inner energy, how you're feeling. You have inspirational creation, alchemy, the elements, innovation. This group has a really strong connection as well to nature and animals in general. You may really benefit from being in nature to recharge your energy, but you may be really guided toward a new, because I feel like there's some, with alchemy and innovation, I feel like there's some new path that's opening up to you. So the surprise can be as well that you're moving in a new direction, or there's a new goal or dream or pursuit that you're going to move towards, that spirit is guiding you towards and in. Again, I feel like you have a lot of angelic support. You have a lot of light beings around you. And I feel that's because you are an angel. Well, there's something angelic. You may have an angelic voice as well, because I'm just reading here. We have Seraphim's Gateway, voice activation, angelic attunement, divine support. Again, you are an earth angel. But with voice activation and Page of Swords, like there could be some sort of change to the throat chakra. You may be wanting to share something, speak something into existence. I just keep hearing your words are really powerful, whether that's you using it in a project, a pursuit, a career path, or just within your own life and your own manifestations. But some of you literally have a beautiful voice, whether that's singing, speaking, you could be like recording meditations, subliminals. There's something around your voice that's actually very cathartic and healing. You also have Swords of Light, divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy, sitting above strength. You may have really had to learn how to set boundaries, how to, I'm hearing prioritize self, how to pour back into self so that you have energy to give to others. You may resonate with being an empath or someone that has a tendency to give but potentially overextend. And there's a sense here of you, I feel like you may have cut off a lot of people or situations or energies that just didn't serve you. You may have had to really learn how to use your voice when it comes to setting boundaries or being clear in terms of what works for you and what doesn't. And I feel like that is going to benefit you moving forward. And I think that's part of this breakthrough energy. It's like you've leveled up in terms of yourself and your connection with yourself, what you want, what you're going to focus on. But it may be as well like clearing people and vibrations and situations from your energy field is enabling some of these shifts and creating more peace and harmony, because there's not, when you're surrounded by chaos, it is harder to cultivate peace. It's still possible, but there's a sense of you being really clear, your senses may be heightening as well, like your clairsentience. I'm hearing you're very in sync with yourself and especially your body. Like your body may be speaking to you at this time. But there's a sense here as well that you've cleared certain people from your life. I just saw 1138 on the timer as well. And it's funny because you literally have 1138. You may want to search the number like 1138 because I feel, or 1138, because there could be a meaning to that. But I just keep getting like you've cut off or cleared certain people or situations from your life and your energy field, especially emotionally, and set boundaries. And that's part of what is creating this shift in your energy field, this harmony, this peace, this, cultivating that inner garden, that inner sanctuary. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day.